Welcome to the first annual Black Renaissance Festival. Safe Harbors is happy to amplify, celebrate, and honor Black talent and voices. We recognize that there is rich and diverse talent in Newburgh and the surrounding areas. We wanted to provide an intentional space for artists and creatives to be able to highlight their works. We welcome you to this experience of performing in visual arts. Black Lives Matter.
My name is CJ Love. This is my first book called F Poetry. The inspiration for this book has it came to me because I needed other vehicles of expression. You know, as a man, as a young Black man, we're limited, especially in our inner city. Our expression is either sports, street violence, and everything in between. You know, I think that more African descendants or more African American males should get into other alternatives of expressing themselves, whether that's poetry, painting, stand-up comedy, whatever the case is. I think whoever's watching this, should definitely seek out other items or other vehicles to express yourself. My name is CJ Love, author of the book F Poetry, and I came to read a few poems for you guys today. This one's called Dare to Be You. Stand for what you believe in. Challenge what you don't agree with. I dare you. Follow soul, not trend. Lead, my friend. I dare you. Outside influences can distract, so never be afraid to go inside and interact. I dare you. Be who you are to be, not who you were expected to be. I dare you. King life, queen soul. Your soul is pure as gold, so trade it for nothing. I dare you. Dare to educate yourself. Dare to motivate others. Dare to love. Dare to stand above. Dare to be you. I dare you. My name is CJ Love, and this piece is called Leaving Slavery. I'm here with a sigh of relief. Finding freedom has taken a lot out of me, but now I realize it was easy. Too much sweat, too many tears for far so many years. Just to get over here, lost celebrity. They name these people as if they're special, but I see a slave mind in a remote control vessel. Anyone can be a slave. Just dance your jig and crack your smile, and you too can hold the stage for a while. The deeper I go, the more I know it's really time to go. Leaving slavery. CJ Love, and this is called Black Celebrity. I'm knocking as hard as I can, but still no answer. They told me it would be a struggle, but it's not. The people I want to be next to stand very far. If a few were closer, we would have real change. Rules and systems of command would stretch the range. But all we get is pictures and videos. Is that all you got to show us? We need a way through the dark streets. Our environments are riddled with zombies and murder scenes. We need a way to sandy beaches. We need liberation. We need rest for our mothers. We need freedom for our brothers, and we need respect for our sisters. But we're left with blisters from long work days and innocent casualties from gang war strays. We're left with disturbing scenes and stupid-ass memes and anything you can put in between. It's not your battle, but we follow you. It's not your mess, but we support you. You say you're from here, but I never see you here. They just speak about the times before you disappeared. Black Celebrity. This one's called My Vow. I vow. I vow to be more than great. I vow to run firm and swift. I vow to love deep and be sweet. I vow to take care of others who yet not see. I vow to stand as tall as a mountain, but my soul's depth will be deep as the sea. I vow to live life solid, but most importantly, over everything, I vow to be me. This piece is called Elementary Economics. What's $1 if you don't have the lessons to earn more? More debt, little consumer. More work, little slave. Your wants exceed your needs, so your pockets bleed away. Drip, drop, dry. The same cycle will complete itself, and you'll wonder why. You chase funds, then waste funds, until you have no energy to run again. Sad story for backwards men. Drip, drop, dry. The cycle again completes itself, and you still wonder why.
Hi, my name is Michael and I love singing. I like to sing so I can make people happy and feel good about themselves. He comes away meant to wash me away, a tide that has taken me under. Swallowing sand, left with nothing to say. My voice drowned out in the thunder. But I won't cry, and I won't start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down, I won't be silent. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. 'Cause I'll breathe when they try to suffocate me. Don't you underestimate me. 'Cause I know is I won't go speechless. Written in stone, every rule, every word, centuries old and unbending. Stay in your place, never seen, not heard. Well, now that story is ended. 'Cause I cannot start to crumble. So come on, try to shut me and cut me down. I won't be silent. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. Speechless, let the storm in. I cannot be broken. No, I won't live unspoken. 'Cause I know is I won't go speechless. Try to lock me in this cage. I won't just lay me down and die, but I will take these broken wings and watch me burn across the sky. Hear the echoes saying I won't be silent. Don't you wanna see me tremble when you try it? All I know is I won't go speechless. Speechless, 'cause I'll breathe when they try to suffocate me. Don't you underestimate me. 'Cause I know is I won't go speechless. All I know is I won't go speechless. Speechless. Woo!
Hello, my name is Brittany Anthony. I am a published poet and author. I am so happy to be involved in the Black Renaissance Festival. I will also be being a vendor the day of the festival. I'll be selling some of my products from Soulful Healing Market, and I will also have copies of my book that you guys can purchase when you come. My first poem is called One Less Indigenous Voice. Slavery days ended, segregation ended, prejudice days ended, but why is it that we're still hearing on the news that our people's lives are being ended? By the ones we befriended, by the ones we put our trust in, the ones that are supposed to protect us, but instead they rather arrest us. I remember when people got shot because they did a crime, but nowadays it's looking like our killers are blind. They see the color of your skin, they assume, then they shoot. No questions asked, no time. Because we are of African descent, they feel we are a threat, but I don't get it. How could a young dark male, hoodie up, Skittles in his pocket, and an Arizona iced tea in hand be any threat to you, neighborhood watchman? And I just don't get it. We're such a threat? How come it's such a threat for an 18-year-old black son to walk into his home? A gun you say he owns? How? How can you assume that he's bearing a weapon just by him fondling in his pockets, bust down his door and pull out your gun? Are you now happy with the life that you took? Are you happy with what you've done? People get unjustly manslaughtered each day. I'm letting you know it's wrong and it's not okay. But what I'm not saying is that it's a shock, that the ones wearing a badge are the ones drawing guns and making shots. Corporate America thinks we of color are a threat and are a problem. We are no longer safe. Murderers get to walk away free. Are we the real threat here in America? Please, someone tell me. Okay. This poem is called Poetry. Sometimes when anxiety strikes, my jaw feels tight. I find myself wanting to write. Sometimes letting emotions out in words takes time. That's why I found a release in making rhymes. When the match in my head gets lit and words slowly roll from my lips, I can feel the gifts of my ancestors flowing through me. Sweet poetry. This poem is called God's Love. I have been broken down and beaten up. I have picked up my broken pieces with Band-Aid covered fingers. I have been destroyed, bruised, and bloody from love and life. I have allowed anger and sadness to control me. I have looked in the mirror, not knowing the person staring back. I have drowned in my own tears, swimming out while fighting the sharks of my fears. I have crawled through a multitude of fires with burn marks on my knees. My bones have been squeezed and crushed until there was nothing left but black, soulless dust. I have laid in a hospital bed dead, but still alive. I have been suffocated by my own thoughts, but still, I can breathe. Still, I am alive. There are no more Band-Aids placed on my skin. My wounds have healed. I have found the sunlight which connects love and life. Anger and sadness no longer restrain me because I have found a best friend in the mirror. I have taken swimming lessons and now I float with dolphins. My knees are strong. They show no signs of the burning memories. I have taken the cast off my bones and I have realized I am actually filled with bright red fairy dust. I now lay in rose petal beds. I run free through all life's hurdles like wild horses. I shine bright like the night stars. You may remember me when I was hollow, bare, and empty. But I have rewombed and rebirthed myself. I am filled to capacity with God's love. And I'm sorry if you don't know me now. This poem is called Loving. I realize I always write about pain and love, what I feel deeply. I can never walk a shallow surface. I dive into heartbreak poetry. Writing sets a light in me. Poetry is my outlet, and I won't ever stop because I haven't even been plugged in yet. My heart explodes and my mouth stays closed, but my fingers dance in cursive. And I swear to you, writing about love is always worth it. Loving. Loving myself so I don't need love from anything less, but I'm still loving you for loving me through all my mess. Heartache and stress. We can't run from it. But let me tell you the beauty of loving just a little bit. Loving is a choice, and sometimes we don't even know when it's done. We get an example of loving from our parents, but in reality, most of our parents made us numb. Love is dumb. We can't just love anyone, was our teenage plans. But loving overpours like water in our hands. Holy water. And Jesus loves us all. But when it's time for us to do the loving, our biggest fear is the fall. That's not how love should work at all. I want to write a rule book about loving and place it on its own little shelf. The number one rule we all should know is you can't love someone else without first loving yourself. Oh, I'm trying to let it go. Trying to keep my eyes closed. Trying to keep it just like before. Times when everybody felt to speak. Don't want to tell you what it is or when you felt so serious. Got me thinking just too much. I want to set it out, but so why I keep thinking of myself? Memories just keep ringing bells. Her voices I don't want to understand. My cookies are jiggling in my hands. My heels are clicking towards your door, baby. Whoop. What you did, you? Oh, come on. Caught me slipping. Yeah. It's this one saying again, babe. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. Wind that makes this tall grass bend into leaning. Suddenly the raindrops that fall have a meaning. Sprinkling the sea.
there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It sure would be nice to be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my lifetime to grow up. Time be my friend, and let me start again. Suddenly my world's gone and changed its pace, but I still know where I'm going. I have had my mind spun around in space, and yet I've watched it growing. And oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard to know if we shouldn't be the things that we see. Tell us, should we try to stay? Should we run away? Or would it be better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world, it might be a fantasy, but it taught me to love. So it's real, real, real to me, and I know that we must look inside our hearts to find a world full of love, like yours, like mine, like home.
No story for the warrior, no more souls left for a saint. Such a tragedy to suffer in a town that can't relate. We keep reliving the torture. Are we still screaming their names? Can we be willing to conquer ourselves and rise out of the rain? When words just are not enough and thoughts disappear, lies linger in corners, but the truth is always here. Who you become when there's a heart at your feet, and the street lights know you so well. Who we become when the silence is deafening and you wanna do more than yell. more souls left for a saint? How much longer will we suffer in a world that won't relate?
You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change if I had it my way. You would know that you are. Ooh, you're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine when the rain is pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. Oh, I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part is the sunrise and those brown eyes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine on my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Ah, if you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you?
Hi, my name is Golden Diamond of Mavor Entertainment, and I would like to thank the Black Renaissance Festival from Safe Harbors for giving me this opportunity to have my voice be heard. This piece is called Souls Tired. I'm so tired of being Black and everything that comes with it. From the stares and the sideways compliments about my hair, please stop asking me if it's real. I'm tired of being fetishized and gawked upon just for my being. What is with your sudden fascination of me? Why does my brown skin either make you fear for your life or make you want to place your irrational curiosities upon my dome like I'm some sort of exhibit at the zoo? No, you cannot touch my hair because I am not an animal, even though you believe that my people behave as such. No, you cannot ask me about the Black experience because growing up for me was just not the same as everyone else. While some may be similar, my experience, like so many pieces of broken history, has been altered and will never know its full origin. because you will never be able to understand the feeling of feeling free at one moment and fearing for your life for the next. I get so sick and tired of being black, because being black is kind of all that and sometimes whack depending on which day you ask me. Imagine what it's like to be the epitome of awesome and wretched simultaneously. I drive myself miscellaneously through the ups and downs of the guise of understanding, standing under bridges which once hung my ancestors, being told to calm down when I begin to become aggravated like my opposite counterparts. It's hard to just keep smiling. Just keep smiling, they say. Well, it's hard to just keep smiling when your back is broken by the broken justice system. I can hardly sleep through the night, knowing that one night of exhaustion just might cost me my life simply because I was so tired. They continue to tailor the narrative no matter what the evidence stands in our favor. Tears flowed my gates from the knee that they used to keep them on the neck of my hatred engorged. The numerous list of names, piling up so long that we could walk 1,000,000 miles along the ancestral plains. I'm tired of trying to keep track of all the names, since we're not looked at as the same. The matters of life are not contingent of value by separation of color. I'll always wonder if our lives will ever be the equivalent to those trying to extinguish our power. Our unfulfilled potentials keep getting sadder, all because some people think black lives just don't matter, but I think the latter. I'll just continue to shatter the myths. We're no longer 1/5. We are strong, unstoppable. Our voices will never stop ringing. Until we get justice, we'll just keep singing. Black lives matter.
Newburgh's angel just marched up and reunited peacefully home. Najmurf. Everyone keeps asking me how I feel, and the best I can say is broken. With all the many talks, conversations, I'm still not settled with all the words left unspoken. Newburgh's finest. That's how you were displayed. Whenever your name rang, greatness surely came, and now that you're gone, things won't ever quite be the same. And I think if you were here today, you'd say, just keep going. I never let any situation get the best of me. Keep looking for the blessing in every single lesson until it manifests your destiny. Unmatched, unpredictable, and most of all, unique. You'd always play and replay and repeat each and every lyric until you felt like it was complete. Reunited with purpose and real flow. It alarms clocks, makes your head knock, and encourages those who slept on you not to wake up slow. Once again, we're struck by your greatness. Painting monumentals while we mind your mental, help us move precisely with consistency. Holding tight to every moment, picture, or word you've ever said to me. Forever burn into our thoughts and memory. Your life will be our legacy. I know there'll be cloudy days ahead, leaving me feeling distraught and I want to give up. Only that wouldn't be what you'd want me to do. Because vision requires consistency. Excellence is not a coincidence. It's the difference between being on time and being early. You were truly a wordsmith with wordplay like no other. Overly appreciative and now united with the Father. No whys will ever bring you back or force your fate to change or know why you had to go. But I have peace the closer to God you became. And I know if I keep my faith in him, one day we'll meet again. Reunited with your birthplace took us on a musical high. You were the air Murph, throne withdrawn before your time and we'll never know why. You showed us how to hustle like whoa, while encouraging those who had it past to never look back at it. You always kept your fam and your homies close. When you brought New York to Student Union, there was no doubt you were so Newburgh. The challenges of your covers uncovered that you just had a way of bringing out a new song. You always had a way of acting up just a little bit when you hit the Old Town Road from ATL. Now that you're resting peacefully in the place that you need to be, jaywalking with the sun. Every rap battle, you versus Oz, let me see a better win. Although your favorite color was green, my thoughts will be serene, even though you left this girl blue. But I know I'll be fine all in God's time because you left when your time was due. Rest, sleep, and rap in paradise, King, because your spirit is instilled within. My angel too to the Trinity power. We love you, Najee, till we're reunited again.
Hello, my name is Tiara Lynn, Tiara Noel Cox, Thank you for having me. I am so grateful to be able to share my words with all of you. Huge thanks to Safe Harbors for holding this space for us. Thank you. My first piece is called Friendly Faces. Friendly faces, you claim that you want peace, but I've heard you spout the N-word on more than one occasion. Friendly faces, you blame social media, but not the fact that anti-Blackness runs rampant. Friendly faces, you tell me that you want change and you want to do good, but you turn your head when we scream for you to stop killing us. Friendly faces, because you only want to take from us. Friendly faces, I'm only around for a good time, not a long time, only for your entertainment and your aesthetic. I guess I look cool on your timeline. Friendly faces, when will you look within, put your pride aside, and see that you have been brainwashed? Friendly faces, I'm not here to teach you. Blue. Blue doesn't represent sadness for me. Who started that? Blue happens to be one of my favorite poetry books. Blue is tranquility. Blue flows freely throughout this experience called life, shape-shifting and adjusting to whatever environment she pleases, moving and dancing like water, almost representing something new, born again, creating another story even better than the last. Blue isn't a dark day. Blue is dreamy. Blue is discovery. Blue is brand new. Blue is peace, finally. Thank you.
So like, just being in the streets, bro, like, you think negative, you live negative, your life is just full of negativity, pain, sorrow, you know what I'm saying, like madness. So when you find a happy place or a place to block all of that out so you don't go insane, like literally, you know, when people in the army and you witnessing murders and deaths and people around you dying and you seeing violence and killing on a day-to-day basis, that's what we going through, that's what we living, like this is what we seeing every day our lives. We 15, 16, 17, 18.
Drowning sorrows. It's like a black body don't carry the same weight. Cause when we flashing on your TV screens, we don't even have a name. You deem us thug or the average nigger until you stripping that humanity away. In your eyes, we become animals, scratched as savages who would rather kill than be educated. Maybe it's a lack of having fathers that leave single mothers to fight for us, trapped in a cycle of abandonment and violence that evokes trauma in our environments. They tell us rap or go to the league as if that's a summation of our potential. Truth is, reality is more survival of the fittest. You either kill or be eaten. We have seen too many of our soldiers fall victim to the system because there's only two ways out this lifestyle, and it's either dead or in a penitentiary. We have seen pain far beyond what you could imagine, far beyond what one should see. That image of your peers being gunned down and the sound of them taking their last breath, or your parents in an abusive relationship being battered to a pulp on your front steps. See, I think this affects me a lot more than it affects you, because there's a lot of my niggas out here bagging up grams and packing twos. Do you know what it's like to have a target on your back? To be hounded and hunted by niggas who trying to see you lack? We don't respect them blue uniforms or them blue lights. The only thing I feel when I see them is the burden of black plight. I done seen niggas who look just like me get shot in the back, and the only crime they ever committed was the crime of being too black. When we walk through our neighborhoods, we just trying to make it to the next block, but you don't understand that that could be the end, an eternal last stop.
Look at it like this. Somebody kills one of your friends. It goes up like on the scoreboard, damn near, like in their mind and in the hood and in the atmosphere and in social media. It goes up like, damn, they killed him. Oh shit, they killed him. You know, it's like the first video I ever shot with her was all my niggas. I hired a graffiti artist and I told her, hey bro, just go to her and make this like a mural for his dead homies, you know what I'm saying? And dude comes back to me, he's like, man, bro, he just gave me 19 names. I don't even know if I can fit him. I'm like, damn, he's 17. He got 19 homies that's been killed.
I was 9 years old when he taught me brotherly love. I understood that it could overcome the oppression and destruction that kept our people from rising above. But I also understood what that life takes. It was robbing men of their childhoods and boys of innocence. He was so entailed in that lifestyle that it began to chip at his soul. There were days when all he could remember was a drum of that kickback and the sound of the hammer dumping out the window. See, that pain never turned to passion. He got caught up in those moments. The dreams that faded to nightmares, invisible scars left unspoken. He was scratching at the surface until his nails was bloody and broken. Yet the flashes and all that loss came wrapped in that initial emotion. So he screamed at the sky and he broke all the mirrors and he even tried to talk to God. But nobody ever answered, and that strive for power took more than he had in store. But that never stopped the pain, and those repercussions of trauma came when his heart was overflowing with sorrow. So he tried to drown it out with weed, but that just made his wounds bleed and left him feeling vacant and hollow. He was beating himself up. He was looking down the cup that never seemed to be half full, until the drink stopped him from choking up. Soon he was doubling up the cup with something purple and more potent than before. And in a way, it was a savior, until the Percocets kept calling in favors, and he became addicted. That withdrawal is a bitch, and the possibility of a relapse can push you over the edge, all because you was trying to relieve them images that left your conscious in bitterness, a combination of systemic disparity and a hood mentality acquired from nothing more than a color. The content of your character ain't even a factor, and they wonder why we beefing now, as if this shit ain't painted white and brown. My niggas got PTSD, although they ain't never been drafted, carrying 50 rounds in choppers in broad daylight in case the ops want static. They got us caged in concrete jungles engulfed by projects, trapped within an inferior complex, digging trenches, to the point where if a Glock is out, everybody ducks, cause we've adapted. We living in active war zones and ain't nobody trying to save us. Be careful in your black skin, my kings and queens. It's the only way to save this nation.
Well, I wish all my friends well. We been living in the hell. Some of us the land cells. The toxic life we in hell. When shit get real, see them change the game up. They cool to you, but them blame us. I ain't being rude, this is how we came up. All's well, the ends well. I wish all my friends well. We been living in the hell. Yeah. Some of us the land cells. Yeah. Toxic life we in hell. When shit get real, see them change the game up. They cool to you, but them niggas lame to us. I ain't being rude, this is how we came up.
I met a little shorty at a kickback. Touchdown, landed like an eagle, so I know what it is. Pulled up on her, said her name was Lacey in the tag. Got a price low down, peep the fine print. Quick shape like, how your pass on this? But you a weapon, so gotta pass you a grip. Now I'm cool, switch places and I'm wrong. Had a merry-go, break down, inhale, exhale, there you go. Hopped out the Uber, 5 stars for the trip. Going dumb, it's been a long night, I hit the crib. Dozed off, but I dream about reality, so eyes closed to open and I know I'm the man in my city, country, state, what have you. That's why your girl, cousin, and your sister attracted. Muggsy Bogues Malone, so whatever that I'm on, I'm dunking. If not, then I'm passing assist.
Came up different, my change up different. Rockin' New Balance, never came up trippin'. Nights like this, I'm Eddie Kane, just listen. 5 heartbeats, times enough to have me living. My game up different. No slave master, still came up whipping. 33s on the jersey, came up pippin'. In the basement, came up drippin'. Way before the Migos, a North High ego. Wavy and I'm fly, add it up, I'm a seagull. Enough about me though, my friends doing real good. 100K salaries and from the real hood. Damn, don't it feel good, living the life. Dropped the bridge with my crush, foreshadowing wife. Made a name for myself on the rapping device. I give you rapid advice, if you ain't trying your best, then you just slacking for life. I've been showing you God, I'm like the passion of Christ. In actual life, I rap what I'm like. I ain't playing around, I ain't a circle. I'm avoiding you geeks. Why you eyeing me, Urkel? In the league of my own. Think Nina Simone. Think John F. Kennedy minus his top blown. They been giving me credit, but now it's maxed out. I'm Grand Central, let me show you what these tracks bout. Wow.
These niggas in the video, do I want to be in the video? Bro, I got to get a video. Okay, I need about, this is where I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. I'm going to tell him what he's finna do. This is a, This is a movement. Why would if I don't come to the video shoot, then I'm slowing down the movement. Movement it's in motion. If we have kinetic energy, we gain it in motion. Potential energy just sitting there. What's potential? Potential is a pencil with a point that's broken. You can't do nothing with that. I'm definitely gonna be at the video, bro. You got it.
What up, though? I remember seeing you at the late night spot, trying to clown me with some thoughts over a cup, though. Never mentioned we family and we grew up, bros. Now you locked in a cage, it's tough, so you looking at me like some funny that's cutthroat. But you ain't give a now I don't give a so. Now I'm the wave and you getting nervous. Be a tsunami by the time you surface. That bird you said I heard you chirping. I still love you till my body earthless. I fuck up too, man, ain't nobody perfect. Too busy trying to see what massacre is. These chickens cross me like I work for churches. Double entendre, either way it's perfect. I cross the churches with my chicken searching. I chase the chicken like Purdue workers. I school these like Purdue a purchase. The dropped out with the smooth verses. I gave life and in a few hearses. And really think they rapping perfect? The only Kendrick they resembles Perkins. I turn my back on some who ain't deserve it. I'm working past that, cause I've been backstabbed, but I let them back, so that's my bad. Scratch that. Now the only thing that I have for is glad bags, which don't look half bad on your trash ass. All's well that ends well. I wish all my friends well. We been living in the hell. Some of us the land sells. The toxic life we in hell. When shit get real, see them change the game up. They cool.
Wish it was simple. Wish I was the type of nigga that was working at Home Depot when you and I could be happy living in a rental, but I'm not. I'm the type of nigga that's setting some goals higher than the next SpaceX can go. Still trying to figure out why Tupac got shot. That's just me, that's who I am. Always on point like a ballpoint pen. You can use your brush, but you ain't gon' win. Paint a pretty picture that I don't fit in. Try to water down a man on a mission. Mess around and you flood his tunnel vision. I hear you, I ain't listening. Trust me, I don't mean it in the rudest ways. Imagine that you want you today. Imagine that you had to play somebody like you, but really wasn't you today. I don't always feel that way, but usually you ask me to stay and I'm MIA, and I'm sitting next to you physically, but mentally I'm like andale, andale, andale. Andale, 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 andale. I feel like you and I, we try to hide what's inside. I feel like you and I, we can't speak. No, we can't speak. I feel like you and I try to deny what's inside. I feel like you and I, we can't speak. No, we can't speak. I wanna be the best for you. When I die, I leave it all to you. But if I don't feel my soul now, shit, ain't gon' be no food. I'm just trying to keep it real. Real life lets you know how I feel. Wanna be the best piece. When they test me, I'm fully resting in peace. That's how I feel when I'm out in these streets. Karma's full circle, I'm at the track meet. Hoping that you circle back and we meet in the middle, just a little. I know the compromise, gotta give too. That's cool, I'm willing to. But sometimes, I ain't feeling. I know half the time you ain't feeling me. Shit, half that time I ain't feeling me. They say keep your friends close, but your enemies are like enemas, and they all in me, and I be talking shit. Damn right I be talking shit. That's my way of staying calm when I feel like there's no end in sight. I feel like we two ships just passing at night, trying to figure out who's wrong or who's right. Throwing these punches but not trying to fight. Walking through darkness and searching for light. Maybe our growl's bigger than a bite. In a couple years we gon' be alright. Be alright.